Hello everyone, this week's golf tip of the week. We are in the game improvement area here in the Golf Learning Center. As you can see behind me, we have 3 hitting stations here, and the station I'm in is where we conduct a lot of our golf lessons. This week's golf tip of the week, we're actually going to break down Brandt Snedeker's golf swing on video here, and we're going to take a look at what he does so well, because he's one of the hottest players on the tour right now. He just won this past weekend at Pebble Beach. There's a couple things that we can take from him into our swings to help us improve. What we have here, we have a dual camera setup, and we have one right here. This is a down the line view right here. Okay, this is what helps us track the golf club, helps us track what the arms are doing, and this is a face-on view. It helps us to see what the body is doing, how the body works in the golf swing. So by not only when you come in and you learn and you try to improve your gains, relying on feel can be difficult at times, but if you can combine that with learning visually, you're going to increase the rate at which you learn, and it's going to become a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. Okay, so having all the access to all this technology and working on your gains this time of year is only going to benefit you come the summertime. So that's why we always try to emphasize this time of year, if you have the time to come on in and to work on your games, not only because of the technology here to work with, but also because we're not so focused on what the ball is doing. We're focused more on making the change throughout the swing, and by seeing it visually is going to help you ingrain it a lot easier. So we're going to hop into the computer and take a look at Brandt's swing and see what we can learn. Okay, so I'm in the models. I'm going to go into the models mode here. Got a lot of different swings that we can learn from PGA and LPGA Tour swings. You can see Zach Johnson, got Bubba Watson, Rory McIlroy in here, Ricky Fowler, got Paula Creamer. So there's a lot of different, Jason Duffner, a lot of different swings that we can learn from. And today we're going to take at Snedeker because he's been playing so well. He started off the season with 2 seconds, and then he won last week. So he's obviously playing some extremely good golf. Now what we're focused on today is the takeaway. Try to get your swing off on the right foot. And to help us develop a repeatable, efficient golf swing, it starts with the takeaway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line here on Brandt's golf club here. It's going to indicate the path of his club. As he goes back, the ideal path is to watch this club go right up that line, right there. But in a good takeaway, what you want to see, what Brandt has going here, is you want to see there's a couple things. You want to see the club head directly down from your hands when the club is parallel to the ground. At this point in his swing, the club is parallel to the ground. We want to see the club head directly down from his hands, and we want to see the toe of the golf club point straight up to the sky, or very skyward like that. So, okay, I'm just going to take it to the top of his backswing because I just want to show you one thing that from last week's golf tip, this is what he does really well. Last week's golf tip, we talked about the importance of a square club face and a couple checkpoints that you can work with. And up here, we're looking at the leading edge of the golf club, being parallel to the left arm. That's exactly what he's got going on. You can see how his left wrist is very flat, which indicates a square face, or helps put himself into a square club face position, matching his left arm up there. So, as you can see, when he comes down, he's pretty much going to put it right in that takeaway position. When the club gets parallel to the ground, right there, you can see how the club head is directly down from his hands, toe is pointing to the sky, just like that, and all the way through. On this side of his golf swing, when the club is parallel to the ground, the club head, the toe of the club is pointed straight to the sky. So he's doing a lot of things very, very nicely. That's why he's playing so well. So basically what we're going to work on here today is we're going to talk about the takeaway. What can you do? There's a drill that you can do to help put yourself into this position right here. And it's amazing how influential the takeaway is in the rest of your golf swing. So that's why we're focusing on that today. So I'm going to go back into live view, and I'll show you a quick little neat tool here that we have. It's a split view. I can compare swings. So I did a swing earlier where I can get in here and I can see different positions compared to the tour pros, or take a look at what's going on. So this is another tool that we use a lot when we're teaching. I'm going to go back into a live view, and I'm going to put a line on here. I matched the degrees I measured myself earlier here, the degrees at which my club shaft is at. So we're going to talk about a drill that you can do to help develop a proper takeaway. All right. So we get into that golf swing. Okay. I got that club shaft right on that line. Now, these are left-handed only drills. So what we're trying to do here is we're basically trying to take the club back right up that line, just like Brandt was doing. We're trying to get the toe to point straight up to the sky when the club shaft is parallel. See, the club shaft on this view is parallel to the ground, okay? And the club is directly down from my hands, and the toe of the club is pointing straight to the sky, right there, going straight up. So that's telling me that my takeaway is off on a good start. So a good drill to do is to take your left hand, just do left-handed only takeaway, grip all the way down to the bottom of your grip for a little bit of control. You just work on left-hand only takeaway position. What you're doing here is you're feeling for the weight of the club. I want you to feel that the club is very light in your hands. If the club head gets underneath the line like this, you're going to feel the club become heavier. And also at this point, if your club goes outside the line, this club becomes heavier. So when you take it back with just your left hand, gripping down on the club, take it back, just feel for the weight of the club. Feel for when it's the lightest. And you can see how it goes right into that position. So I'm not even going to look. I'm going to see if I can do it. Okay? That's pretty dang good right there. Okay, back and through. Now what I'm doing is I'm feeling for the weight of the club. Right there. So, again, if the club gets under or over, you're going to feel the club get very heavy. Now, as you get comfortable with that, put your right hand back on very softly. Don't grip it too hard. Take that club and work with your left hand. Just feel for the weight of the club. Going back. If you feel light and balanced, that club head is going to be directly down from your hands. The toe is going to be pointing to the sky, okay, as the club is parallel to the ground. So, try that out. Work on your takeaway. It's going to definitely influence the rest of your golf swing and help you become more consistent, more repeatable. If you have any questions with this, please contact any one of us golf pros here, and we'll help you out. We'd love to help you out with this, and because it is an important step in the golf swing. So otherwise, have a good week, and we'll see you next time.